Hello again, I'm Steve Jones, editor of Travel Today, and welcome to another Travel Today wrap-up where I'll take you through this week's major stories from the travel industry. And there's no doubting what the major news of the week was, and that of course was Qantas unveiling the first details of a recovery strategy for its ailing Qantas International flagship airline. Among several major announcements was the news that Qantas will create not just one airline in Asia, but two. First up, it will join forces with Japan Airlines and Mitsubishi to create Jetstar Japan, a low-cost airline. It also announced plans to launch a full-service premium airline in Asia at a location yet to be confirmed. Kuala Lumpur and Singapore are both in the mix, but other hubs are also under consideration. Qantas will also look to forge closer partnerships with fellow One World carriers to create what it described as a gateway strategy. Several route changes were also announced, with Qantas saying adios to Buenos Aires and hola to Santiago. That's goodbye and hello for those not fluent in Spanish. Its relationship with British Airways has also been restructured. Qantas will no longer operate flights up into London from Bangkok or Hong Kong, with BA no longer operating flights between Bangkok and Sydney. And in a further announcement, Qantas said it has placed an order for 110 Airbus A320 aircraft and deferred the order of 6 of its A380s. Now, nothing in life is quite as certain as a Qantas restructure followed by union anger. And the fact that this restructure is going to cost 1,000 jobs merely added to their apoplexy. Industrial action is not so much a likelihood as an absolute certainty. For Qantas's part, it said without this restructure, Qantas International would effectively, in time, go out of business. So they're saying that they have no choice but to make these radical changes. Moving on to retail now, and Graham Turner, the managing director of Flight Centre, told Travel Today this week that he expects trading to be pretty tough over the next 11 months of the financial year. Travel is currently holding up pretty well in a retail environment which is struggling, but that's unlikely to continue indefinitely. You can read more of Graham Turner's comments in today's Travel Today. Now, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more fractured relationship than that of Qantas and its unions, but American Airlines and Sabre run it pretty close, I would think. Those two companies are involved in a legal dispute in the US over American's Direct Connect booking system. And that relationship took another dent this week, with American demanding that Sabre come clean over its intentions in the event of those two companies not reaching a new agreement. The existing deal ends on August the 31st, and the two firms are still negotiating. But American has vowed to go to court to prevent Sabre from removing American's inventory from its systems in the event of a deal not being reached. Sabre have turned around and said there's no need to do that because we've no intention of removing you. So clearly there's a bit of a trust issue between American and Sabre. Intercontinental Hotels confirmed yesterday that one of its 3 hotels damaged in the Christchurch earthquake, the Crown Plaza, will be demolished but won't be rebuilt. A decision on the other 2 hotels will be made following further assessments. And finally, Strategic Airlines confirmed to Travel Today at the end of last week that it will rebrand as Air Australia later this year. It will take the branding probably from November, and that announcement came as the carrier revealed plans to launch flights to Hawaii from Brisbane and Melbourne starting in December. It will also launch domestic routes between Brisbane and Melbourne, so some exciting times ahead there for Air Australia. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with another Travel Today wrap-up, same time, same place next week. Until then, have a good week. Take care.